PEGTV Channel 15. You're looking at the Otter Valley Otters, the Lady Otters in the blue uniforms. They've defeated Mill River once this year, and they're taking on Mill River on their home field this time. So Mill River will have possession to start the second half. It's a nippy day, a little bit of a breeze blowing. It's rained periodically. Field looks to be all right, though. Like I mentioned in the first meeting up in Brandon, Otter Valley winning that game. Mill River coming in with 7 one-goal losses, some of those happening in overtime, and some of them happening when they had to lead late in the ball game and just couldn't hold it, and we'll see what happens today. So with the opening touch, we're underway, 40-minute halves, overtime if necessary, and that's Katie Sabaski on the far side, and then Carrie Brown with the step-up. It's been quite a while since the Mill River squad's been home. They've been on the road. And there's the save, Kelsey Knapp, a collision, and bodies flying and tumbling, and already good stuff. On an overcast day, it's perfect for taping. That was Robb, number 23, Ashley Robb, who made the rush down the field. Kelsey Knapp, the starting goalie for the Otter Valley squad. And, of course, Mackenzie Mooney in net down at the other end for Mill River. And, again, this is geographically a nice rivalry. It's also got the advantage it's Bullock with a throw. Gets it down to Day and turns. There's traffic right there. And then on a follow-up, number 9 coming in was Katrupi. So I say both teams in the Channel 15 viewing area. I always enjoy that more. I'd like to welcome all the Otter Valley community into the soccer event. Got to see the boys Otter Valley team play here earlier in the week. And there's Sabaski being shielded and pushed to the outside, and that ball will be saved from being a corner. We'll have a throw, and it'll be Sabaski that'll take the throw for Mill River. We're just underway. No real good scoring chances, no big saves yet, and got an offside call. That's in tight quarters, man. That's Jamie Falco on that side with the call, and that's going to be number 22 out there. It's Megan Greeno, and she'll get set to take the kick for Otter Valley. And I will do both teams' rosters as halftime at the halftime segment. I'll be able to read them to you and get things going on. Big collision, and it's going to be no whistle on the play. Let them play through. It was knocked down once. It was Fenton and then Sabaski. And Sabaski on the, well, it looks like she's in the midfield area right now, playing up a little bit, maybe trying to get some more offense. But Otter Valley looking to get this thing up over midfield, and that's going to be Carrie Brown to stop, turns, fires, and on the whistle, she hit the sideline out of play. And on the throw-in, that was Carrie Brown that made the interception. That's going to nudge in. Now the race to the ball, and it's going to be kicked side out. We'll have enough legs to get there. No, it stays in play. It'll work itself down further toward the corner on the far side of the field. You can see the flag on the opposite side right there in the corner, or you can see the flag in the corner on the far side, I should say, how it's kind of whipping right along. It feels like fall today. It actually feels like it's supposed to. We've had an awful warm soccer season. And this is a cool day. These are good days. I like these. So again, I'd like to thank Mill River, Rob Black. That's going to be Kelsey Knapp's got it once, had it twice, doesn't have a grip on it now. Our teammates come up and they will clear out the front of the net. That's a couple times already early in this game that Kelsey Knapp's had a little bit of a collision, a little bit of contact with the Mill River squad. I'm sorry to say, I'd like to thank Mill River and Rob Black and the principal and the coach, Randy Chadburn, for allowing me to videotape Mill River Sports and bring it to you on Channel 15 and bring it out to the community. I appreciate it very much. That's Fenton with the ball going to the far side of Sabaski. She'll duck inside, get shielded away from the ball. And again, there are going to be a lot of real good little battles today between these two teams out here. In the win up in Brandon for Otter Valley, statistically, if you would have seen just the stat sheet, yeah, I got an offside call, you would have thought that Mill River won the game easily, but that's why you play the games. All it takes is one rush down the field, one bounce, one bad hop. All it takes is a hot goalie to shut you down, and that's just what happened. So we'll have a throw coming in now, and I'm assuming that far side, yeah, it is 22, Megan Greeno. And the wind might have caught that and carried it out of bounds. We have played 4 minutes of soccer, and we're still scoreless. And what's one of the areas Mill River really has hurt themselves in this year is they'll generate a lot of scoring chances, but they don't have a finisher yet, a guaranteed finisher. Somebody who always gets the job done. That'll be out of bounds with a white throw, and that'll be Fenton with the ball, and she'll take it back up, get the start, and there's the heave, and she'll go low and hard to Rob, and Rob wants to bring it to the inside, gets it through the 18, through the inline, picked up by Kelsey Knapp, and they're saying a corner coming up, so we'll have a corner kick coming up. And that's Rob now going to the far side. No, they have I read where and that kick never really got into position to be well used, and I think it's going to be another corner though. Yeah, I went on from a defensive player. I believe number 17, that's Lefebvre, Michelle Lefebvre. Good basketball player. Got to see her last year for Otter Valley and in the AAU tournament. And Kelsey Knapp come out. That's, again, they just haven't been able to find the person to serve the ball out in front of the net to get the finish or a header or something on it. They've had short kicks all year from the corners. And that's Desiree Gray that stepped up and sends right back down and in, and the ball will be picked up by Day, and you see the bodies just flying everywhere. And we've got an injured player down. We'll see if play will stop. That's number 14 who's down. That's Bedard, and yep, she's going to need some help and some attention. And again, keep her fingers crossed. I hope it's not a serious thing, but we'll fade down and see what happens when we, well, actually, might not even fade down. She's getting up, and you can see walking off under her own power. Well, you know, I thought it was a leg thing, could be an arm, I don't know, but that's a good sign, though, that she's able to get up and walk off. Again, there's the Mill River squad. They huddle up during this injury timeout. And the field has been tipped. It's been played this first 4 minutes has been played down in the Mill River offensive end. But we're still scoreless, and everybody getting in position now as we get set for the throw. Carrie Brown made the throw. I lost her in camera view. There she is. And she'll get the kick up over the top. Well, I started to read the paper, and they're talking about how Mill River's only scored 2 goals all season per, you know, and I did a game here. Nice save by Knapp. I did the Stratton game here, and they scored 4 goals. They won the game 4-0. Great save by Kelsey Knapp. And it was Knapp who really frustrated Mill River in the first game. They generated more corners, more shots, and territorially dominated the game, but couldn't get the ball past Knapp. And if that's any indication, she looks like she's pretty much in focus already. Rebecca Day coming down with the ball, wants to bring it around on the cross, wants to stop, trap, reverse, and I believe one off from Day should become a goal kick. And I'm not sure what Jamie's calling. He's going to give it her a corner. Now, they might get a break on that call, but it will definitely become a corner now for Mill River. And you can see, again, that flag. She's going to be kicking into the wind. This is going to be Rob. And again, they want to get the ball out in front of the goal mouth area. That's going to come back hard off the deflection, and that's going to be settled down. And you can see Caleb Plouffe out there, number 14. Yeah, lost her footing, went down, might have a little help, and I think we're going to have a whistle on the play and a kick coming up from Munger. So that actually became a foul on the pick there, and Carrie Brown, who will get set here, she scored twice this year from just about that same yardage on the field here at a home game that I had done against Springfield. Actually, she had the 2 goals, and she'll have to take the throw. Number 13, Carrie Brown, all set, and there's the toss. And Katrupi, can she save it? Nope, she couldn't get swiveled around enough there with the hips and bring the ball back out in front of the goal area. And Megan Greeno will set the ball down on the far side of the corner, and she will, for kicking into a stiff wind, that's pretty good. She's going to get out to the 35 on a roll. Fenton there, along with number 9, that's Harvey, Morgan Harvey for Otter Valley. And again, I'll get through the rosters and get all these players' names, numbers, and recognition out here. And Kelsey Knapp, very calm in that. Let the ball come to her, played the hop, and she likes to take that discus type throw. There's a technical name for that in soccer. I don't know what it is, but she heaved it out there. She didn't take the kick. There's the fake and the carry, and they want to dribble the ball down. And now the kick, and they want to send it up and through. That was number 3, Brittany Young, who carried the ball down the field for the Otters. And no, they let that go through. That was quite an obvious push. Wow. I thought I was waiting for the whistle and all that good stuff. That was Julie Ketchum. And the referee hollered at her, but they let it go. They must be cool today, want to get done. Rob with the ball, Rob with the dribble, Rob being pursued from behind, and Rob will take the wide corner. 13, Rob brings it all the way around the dish, and that ball just laying there. Nobody there for Mill River to put the ball on. Knapp got a piece of it, enough to keep it out of the goal, but then it just sat there waiting for a rebound, and they couldn't get it up and in. Yeah, they overkicked. Carrie Brown that time overkicked the play, and they'll come down to Kelsey Knapp, and she will get set to, yep, good kick, wow. Real good kick by Knapp. That's not shortening the field. That's really getting the job done right there. Morgan Harvey, number 9 for Otter Valley, had it for a second and lost it. And there's the throw coming in to Katrupi, number 9 for Mill River. And there's the block by Ketchum. And she's trying to, yeah, she's going to just boot it out and let her teammates mark up. Also, Michelle Lefebvre over there, number 17. Otter's in the blue, Mill River in the white. We're at North Clarendon, Vermont, USA. You're watching Varsity Soccer Action. The website for Channel 15 is www.pegtv.com. Phone number 747-0151, and they're located in the House Center, Building 24. And you're always invited to stop in that studio. It's community television. It's open for the public. It's called Public Access, and you can get a tour or visit with the staff or wherever you want to do. But it's a beautiful facility, and it's really worth taking a trip down to get to see it. Tom Leipold is the program director, and that's Bullock, and she ran out of turf, and it goes out of bounds, and we should have a kick coming up, and we'll see if it will be Greeno again. She's been taking most of these goal kicks for Otter Valley. We've played 10 minutes of soccer, and Kelsey Knapp has single-handedly kept this game scoreless, or as they say in soccer, 0-0. That's Lefebvre. She'll drill it through, and couldn't get it up and out. And that's going to come in and roll toward the inline, and it looks like it's going to have enough legs on it. Yeah, it'll actually go through the inline and become a kick coming up. And again, Greeno will get in position. And there's balls everywhere on the field right now. And they'll select that one, and that's where Megan Greeno will get set, number 22. Last year, number 22 was Stephanie Greeno. And there's no relation. They spell their names differently. This is, I don't know if you remember the great basketball player, 1,000-point scorer for MSJ, Adam Greeno. This is his sister, and she's very athletic, very good, and Fenton stepped on the ball, and that's how I would look if I played soccer. And she's a very good soccer player, and I don't think I've ever seen her do that. I'm sure she has in her career. It's got to be inevitable to do that at some point in your career, but she's okay. She landed on the right spot and got right up again. Fenton was bringing it lateral that time. Sabaski was coming in on the far side. They just couldn't get her the ball, and that's going to come all the way out past midfield. Fishwick will come up, and she'll just dump it back in and switch into the field, reverse the field, as they say in coach's soccer talk. And Sabaski and Greeno going a little shoulder to shoulder there, and it'll be a throw coming up. No, it'll become a goal kick. I'm sorry, I thought I might nick the sideline. So we'll have a goal kick coming up for Otter Valley. It looks like a new number out there taking the kick will be Janelle Gallipo. So Gallipo, 26, will take the kick. Well, what a job. Somebody got up there. I believe that was Rebecca Day. Came flying through the air, shortened the field almost to the 18-yard line. And Otter Valley trying to get that thing up and out of their end of the field. And that's going to roll, stay in play. Fishwick. And I don't think, well, she did. I didn't think she had a chance to keep that in bounds. That was a nice play. A good effort to keep that in play by Otter Valley. Fishwick back there cruising. Defensively saw that and just made sure the ball got in reverse field, stumped it out to midfield. And head coach at Mill River is Randy Chapper in his 7th season. He's built quite a program here. He's got a big following, a lot of Plouffe and Ketchum were having quite the battle, and Mackenzie Mooney with her first grab of the day. Well, it's been a clean game, but it's been physical, and soccer is, I mean, people don't get to watch as much. That's twice now Fenton stepped on the ball. I can't believe she did it twice in a game. I'm laughing with her, not at her. She's got a good sense of humor. She's a good kid. Look at that collision. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a fun soccer game today. Well, the officials must have came to the game hungry. They haven't blown the whistle and stopped play once. Oh, must want to get home to a hot supper. And Sabaski came around Lefebvre, got the steal, avoids the defensive player there. We'll get into the day. Boy, Kelsey Knapp, that should be a corner. Yeah, Kelsey Knapp came out and almost like sliding into a base in baseball or softball. Got her the kick on it, went through the inline, and now become a corner kick for the Minutemen with 26 minutes, 48 seconds left to go here in the first half of play. No score, but a lot of stuff going on. Is it going on? No. They got it up in the air, and then it went behind the net, and it'll just become now a goal kick for. No, it's going to be another corner. I'm sorry, I was premature there. It went off from a Otter Valley player. That stays in play. That hits the ground. Here's the charge up the field. Just a tad bit late getting there was Carrie Brown, and Carrie Brown reached out. And boy, they got her way up the field on this play. She's had a good season. Carrie Brown's been solid, and she scored, and she's played good defense. And that's Katrupi, had the ball taken away. And coming down the field now will be Brittany Young. Young, with a long pass, was looking for number 9, Morgan Harvey, and that's Sabaski. See, a lot of the players with the long shirt sleeves and the turtlenecks, and Sabaski's just tough. See, she's got short sleeves on, and she can take this cool weather. I'd much rather videotape in this weather here. And again, I did the boys game yesterday. I did the boys game yesterday, and it was cloudy, and it was just great. This is the second game this year right here, this one, where I haven't had the blinding sun to look into the tape, and I can actually see the players and numbers, and I don't go home with a sunburn on the left side of my face because the right side's behind the camera. But this is nice today with the cloudiness. I'm sure some of the fans out there with their blankets and stuff think it's a little bit too cool, but don't be a wimp. You gotta get tough in there. Headers everywhere. Nobody would control the ball. It's just a 50-50 situation. That's going to come near the sideline, and I guess it's going to make it to the sideline. Desiree Gray there, and she will take the throw for the Minutemen. And again, the Minutemen already qualified for the playoffs, just trying to improve their position. And that's Lee, number 18, Amanda Leeds. Actually, she had a hat trick in one of the games. Oh, the Stratton game, she had a hat trick. Because I was here, 24 minutes, 42 seconds to go, and it's going to become a goal kick. I think that's Gallipo again who will take it. They had Greeno on one side, Gallipo on the other, and this is Gallipo's side, and she's going to take the kick now. Again, short kick, short field. Fenton slices the ball. Came off to the side, and that's going to give Lefebvre a chance to, well, I don't know where she's going with it, but it came all the way across the field, and Carrie Brown just sent it into the open corner, and then it's going to be too much for Day. Rebecca Day is an extremely fast young lady, but that would have taken a rocket to get to. Oh yeah, and with the fall here and the weather getting nice and cool, it's time to tell you, like I do every broadcast, I'm the only CIP volunteer for 15 that has ever cross-promoted events that I'm not even involved in, but just promote Channel 15, and I'm not even paid staff. I never understood why more CIPs don't do that. I never understood a lot of things, but I'm going to tell you, the Halloween parade's on Halloween, obviously, and it's on Channel 15 live. I think it's a 6:30 start time. They actually come on a little bit earlier than that on Channel 15 just to make sure the monitor and the modulator and everything like that's hot and the audio's working. But the Halloween parade will be seen live on Channel 15, which is a yearly event. That's Bourne, number 11 out there. Aaron Bourne. But Tom Lapel will be the cameraman. I'm not sure who the lucky person was that got to host it this year, or co-host it, or whatever they're going to do. But that's on Halloween, and then you can see it. They'll tape it, or I don't know if they actually tape anymore. I think it gets sent back to the computer, puts on a hard drive on the server. My point is, if you miss it live, or even if you don't miss it live, they'll show it all November, probably 3-4 times a day, so you can watch it all the time. That and the Pumpkin Queen and her court selection, they show that live on Channel 15, and that should be coming up any day now, actually. And I don't know who's hosting that, who was lucky enough to get them. These are the big gigs. These are the ones that CIPs look forward to maybe getting the nod to do it, or selected to do it, or you just take their body of work throughout the year and their contribution and think they get elected to do it. But I don't know who's doing it. I know who's not doing it, but these are the big. The Halloween parade's got to probably be the biggest thing on 15, the most requested and the most aired and the most watched. And the Pumpkin Queen's got to be right in there. And during an election year, all the debates and all that stuff, those get big ratings, big watching also. But I mean, on a yearly basis, because it's not every year's an election year. Thank goodness. This is Melissa Rosado, number 13, one of the captains for Otter Valley, and they got the ball down and in, and that's going to be another push. And I mean, I can't believe the referee stands there and doesn't call that. If it wasn't so blatant, I wouldn't care. I mean, I don't care anyways. It's not like somebody's having a heart attack. It's just a game. But the extension of the arm and the intent is to push, and they're doing it, and they're just kind of, that's to me, you can't call it now. there's no point in the game you can make that call now because you've let it go so many times to this point that it's become, okay, this is acceptable for this game today. Because now if you make a call on it, one side or the other is going to get bent out of shape because you didn't call it before, or it could become a pivotal call after you let it go all game, and it could lead to somebody getting a direct kick, or here's the race to the ball, Knapp way out, and will make the grab before Lee can get there. And I'm not criticizing the official. He can call wherever he wants. He's the man. And the thing is, though, is you saw what I saw, and they were blatant extensions of the arms with the intent to push off. A great save. Great save by Knapp. She's made 3 spectacular saves already. We're almost to the midway point, and she has, again, this is what's happened to Mill River this season. They've generated some real good quality chances, but yet we're scoreless at the midway point 20 minutes ago. I believe that was Lefebvre that got up there and headed the ball out. Day brings the ball back, and that's going to be an interesting call. See what he calls. And Jamie Falco says it's going to be another corner for Mill River, and that'll be Rob again that will serve the ball up. I guess my point, too, is as long as they don't call that now that rest of the game, I mean, that's a good job officiating because they were consistent. Just like if you get in a baseball game and everything from the belt to the letters is a strike, a high strike zone, as long as they call it that way the whole game, that's consistent. That's a good strike zone. Or, reverse, if they call everything from the thigh to the knee, the low strike zone, as long as they're consistent. And this will be Megan Greeno with the throw. She got good carry on it, but then in the step up by Carrie Brown and the send in, and Lee's going to be just a second late. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Kelsey Knapp is a very agile player, but she's fearless. I mean, she goes out. She's already been ran over once in the game today. I think that's the big attribute is she knows there could be some pain involved, but she goes out and still dives and gets the ball, and that's going to bounce over Aaron Bourne's legs. And it looks like Aaron Bourne's got eye black on. Isn't that interesting? Well, they've all, I could see Lee does too. Now, Amanda Lee, number 18, does. They've got like war paint on, like baseball players in the outfield wear underneath their eyes. Kind of cool. Fishwick said I had enough of this. She came up and, oh, here's a great chance. Rob's on, oh. She was onside. He calls an offside, but I don't know how. And it's irrelevant what I think, but wow. That was developing into quite a sweet scoring chance. And Rosado will get the kick up past midfield where it's harnessed in, and they got some room to dribble the ball up. They're going to take the carry down into the field. That's Desiree Gary trying to angle it away. Oh, nice heel reversal. There's the send to the middle. No support on the ball. All white jerseys there, and that will come gently into the 18, and she's got another chance. She's passing it to herself. That's going to be a throw. That was good hard work by number 9 out there, Morgan Harvey. So Otter Valley down in their offensive end now, see if they can make something happen. They won up in Brandon 1-0 against Mill River, and they only had 3 shots, I believe. It could have been 4. All it takes is that one shot. And Fishwick on the fly will knock the ball down, take a few dribbles, and then send the ball up to midfield. There's the follow-up by Fenton, and the ball will come to this side just a second late before Bourne can get there. Plouffe and Fishwick. Fishwick will call Plouffe off and make the kick up over the top off the knee of Greeno, and might carry to the out of bounds, and it does, and we'll have a throw now by, I got to know that girl, Bagley. That's Bagley. I tell you, it's been a while since I've seen the young ladies from Mill River. They've been on the road, but that's Chelsea Bagley. That shot, oh, she got underneath that one and cranked it. She got some lift, Rob did. She got some juice on the ball, but too far over the net. And with 17 minutes to go, they'll have a goal kick coming up, and it's going to be Megan Greeno, number 22, that will take the kick for Otter Valley. And everything was marked long. She went short. Bagley will make the interception around Lefebvre. Makes the dribble, comes in, and they came to a stalemate. Everything's kind of came to a sudden, gentle stop. Fenton won't step on it this time. She'll kick it, and Kelsey Knapp will have it. I know her name. Well, I see her in basketball a couple times a year, and in softball. And in soccer, that was a strike, a swing and a miss right there by Aaron Bourne. And Mill River doing some switching up. I can hear people talking. They're going to bring Emily Fishwick up into the offensive end of the field here. And they brought Plouffe back, and they brought Rob back. So Coach Chadburn juggling things around right now, trying to get a finisher. Bagley will come over number 3, and she will get set. And she's another one of those tough players. She's got short sleeves on a real cold day. You see some of the players, like Lee's got gloves and long sleeves on, and it doesn't make her not a tough player. That makes her smart, actually, to stay warm and not get a cold. Well, Rebecca Day spun around with a 360, lays the ball out, gets it to Brown. She'll kiss it in, too far. She was looking for Paige Carrera, number 8. And she led her by just about 1 stride too much. Right idea, they just didn't quite click. It happens. It happens. So that ball will go to the far side. Lefebvre can't get it past Brown. No, well, she does actually, because it goes off from Brown's foot out of bounds, and Lefebvre will get the tempo going, get the throw up ahead, and that's going to be off from Desiree Gray. The pass was actually intended for Allie Nolan, another captain for Otter Valley. Number 12 is Nolan and the captain. And again, he didn't call it, so I'm not going to crank on it. They pushed the defender in the back, got away with it, and didn't call it, and that's been consistent all game. A little bit, yeah, not bad. And with 14:55 to go, Otter Valley will get the throw in and try to bring the ball back in the other direction, and that's going to be Allie Nolan. Now 31, I haven't called her name. She's been busy. Oh, it's Ashley Bird. Okay. Remember her from basketball. Yep. Because I always associate Larry Bird, basketball. So Ashley Bird. And I realize we have to wait. They're going to bring some subs in. That will stop the action. Okay. It was a short trip. Plouffe able to take the angle and keep the offensive player from getting to the ball. And there goes the nice little touch on the ball, onside coming out. Mackenzie Mooney will come out and meet the ball and get the ball. She's only touched it twice. Julie Ketchum was coming in, and that's not a bad kick considering the wind was coming across the field. And Fishwick was looking to push the ball back to Lee, and it didn't go well for them. And now the ball will come down, and that'll be kicked out by Rob. And there'll be a throw for Rosado. Rosado, I'm sorry, that's not Rosado. That's number 3, Young, Brittany Young. And she's trying to go into the 18, and actually looked like she might have lost control of the ball, slipped out of her hands. But Lee, a little stalemate right there as the ball got stuck in that position. Here comes Fishwick, and now she wants to give it the lead, so she can do that right there. Sprint with all that speed to the ball and force a throw. Okay. That was a good defensive play by Otter Valley. Number 26 back in the vicinity was Janelle Gallipol. But Fishwick can do that. She can just kick the ball up ahead, then race to it, and there's the throw. And oh, Rebecca Day came in, and Knapp was so far out of the net that all Day had to do was just bring it down about 12 feet, and she would have had herself a goal. Good play, just didn't finish it. 12:52 to go, speaking of finishing it, in the first half, and this will be Rosado, now number 13. And she got a pretty good drive on it. It's taken over by Bagley. Bagley just about at the 35, and she wanted to send it up and through. Bird knocked it down, number 31 for Otter Valley, and here comes the bounce and the battle for the ball, and nobody really won it, and then it's a kick on the fly, and it's going to be out of play. No, it's going to stay in play momentarily. That looks like it'll be out of play, and it will be out of play. We'll have a throw, and it'll be number 3, Bagley. And I want her to back up about 5 more yards. There you go. You see her through the crowd here at Mill River Union High School. And that's going to drop in, take a bounce, and Plouffe will step forward, get the head on it, and bring it back to Day. Day and Plouffe kind of both kicked at it. I think it was Day that actually got the foot on the ball, and then Brown pulled off it, and this is Rob back there, and she roams well. She can cover a lot of turf, got good speed. And Fishwick, look at that. Kicks it to her knee, kicks it forward, gets it going, and Rosado couldn't cross, couldn't erase it. Fishwick coming to the inside, sets it for Lee. There's a little kick. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. So you can see Lee kind of holding her hands in her head, or head in her hands, actually. That would work better physically. Because I don't know why she pulled off the ball. She just kind of held up and really didn't kick it. She just kind of kissed it. She winds up and cranks that. That's in the back of the net. But again, a great rush down the field, but the theme of the season has been they didn't finish it. See the boys varsity coach Kevin Ratty here on the sideline, and what a good job his team has done this year. They've, at this moment, on the verge of finishing with just a 1-loss season, maybe wrap up the number 2 seed in the tournament, which give them home field advantage until the finals. But that's a lot of down the road stuff. But they run the regular season MVL, and he's in attendance. Him and Coach Chadburn, good buddies, and they support each other's programs immensely. And that ball's going to come down to Day. So Day, number 5, again, just looks for the open corner, sends it to the open corner, and I'm not sure anybody from Mill River is going to be able to get there in time to get the ball. And number 8 played it safely. That was Romano, Celeste Romano, and she was able to just gently send it out of bounds, let her teammates come back in and mark up, and it's going to be Paige Carrera, number 8. And actually, there's a big section in the Mill River bleacher area of the boys varsity team. They're here cheering on their teammates, schoolmates, actually, not teammates, they're schoolmates. Fishwick. See, I like Fishwick up front. I know they like her down defensively, and that's just going to be wide. I tell you, they're flirting with goals here, but they just can't finish it. It's going to be 9:59 to go, 10 minutes to go in the first half of play. We played 30 minutes of soccer. And pretty much just mirrors the game in Brandon. More shots on net, more scoring attempts, more time of possession in the offensive end, more corners, all for Mill River, but no goals. Sabaski was just keep coming laterally. She's being pursued by Katie Reister. Now last year, Reister, who I'd seen play for Otter Valley through 6th, 7th, 8th grade, all those grade, played for MSJ last year. Now I see she's back at Otter Valley, and that'll be a big boost for him if she stays through the basketball season. Good basketball player. Offside. That's a good call. Yeah, she was offside. She got a head start. That was Kachupa called for the offside, and she got nailed for it. Now we'll have a kick coming up for Otter Valley. Again, you get that Channel 15 schedule or listings of what's airing a lot of ways. Rutland Herald carries it in the TV guide, in the TV section. The Channel 8 on Comcast, the TV guide channel, has programming listed, and Knapp and Fishwick, and whoa, Fishwick. She's just a very, if you ever stood next to her, she's very petite and small and short, and she tried to go up and smartly pulled off from colliding with Knapp. Because Knapp's very tall. Sabaski, and oh, they're going to call that, yeah. And you know, that should have been called, but there's things that were as equally bad that should have been called too that weren't. So I was wondering, I was waiting. I was shutting up and waiting for a second to see what he was going to call on that. Because now, next time he lets a play go the other way, then I have grounds for cranking. And let's see, I didn't see the call. If it's blue or white here, it's going to be a blue ball. Okay. So Brittany Young will get the ball on the play. Goes off from Desiree Gray out of bounds. They're trying to get it to Allie Nolan, and no, Young will set the ball down, and it will be Kayla Plouffe taking a throw, so it'll become a Mill River throw. And she got a good heave on it over the top of Kachupi in front of Fishwick. And the touch right there by Day, and she wants to go back to Fenton, and that's a good job by Fenton. That was a hard pass in tight quarters, and this ball will sail to a vacated spot on the field. Robb came across and took a little hit in the hip and spun around, and here comes the throw for Otter Valley. We are inside of 7.5 minutes to play in the first half, and it would be a killer to give up a goal now if you're Mill River after outplaying statistically Otter Valley. And it would be quite a boost to Otter Valley if they could nail one in here after being outplayed statistically by Mill River. And this is Young getting set to throw. Oh, she came to a very delicate pause. Freeze frame. And that'll be out of play. And we'll have a goal kick coming up. Hey, I already told you about the Halloween parade and the pumpkin queen and all that stuff. It's time to tell you about the really big show number 12. It'll be on the first Saturday in November at the Paramount Theater. Get your tickets now. Just go to the Paramount Theater in person via the telephone or on their website. Get your tickets early. It's a fundraiser for the United Way of Rutland County. It's a talent show. It has music, comedy, drama, dancing. I mean, it's full of talent. Great evening, great place to go and hang out at the Paramount Theater. I'm sad to see that Brenda Colburn is leaving the Paramount. She has been just tremendous asset for them there, and she was very helpful to me. Let me always use the Paramount or the brick box next door for video shoots. Hopefully whoever takes her place will still allow me to do that. If not, well, they won't get a good plug like she did on my programs. But no, catch the really big show number 12. And again, if you see it live and want to watch it again, it'll be on channel 15 throughout the month of November. And if you don't see it live and want to see it at all, you can watch it through the month of November on channel 15. Oh, back to that schedule thing too. You can also go to the website, PEGTV.com, and see the schedule for channels 15, 20, 21. And it's going to be called Offsides. Wow. So we'll have a kick at the 18, 20, 25. Well, they're going to bring it up to the 30-yard line. Okay. I'm not trying to be cranky today. I've just seen a lot of stuff differently through the eyepiece than what's being seen on the field. And it's really irrelevant what I see or think. So there's Kelsey Knapp. She'll come out and pick the ball up in front of Fishwick again. Fishwick didn't challenge her this time, so. That's Kerry Brown way up the field making the play, and Kerry Brown could play off. I like Fishwick on offense. I do. Oh, that's a nasty collision. And Fishwick got the thighs to the shoulders, and they're both getting up okay. And that's turned into quite the, I thought it was just casual at first. This is quite the confrontation between the two of them. There's been too many collisions and close calls to collisions, and that's a big-time collision, and no whistle on that play. I got to be honest with you. See the hands by catch and pushing? And I'd have nothing against Otter Valley or Mill River, but this is one of the most inconsistently refereed games I've ever seen this year. Thank goodness I don't know the guy's name, because I'd get myself in trouble. 4:22 to go in this first half of soccer. We're scoreless. Mill River in the white, Otter Valley in the blue, and that's going to be picked up by Mackenzie Mooney. Yeah, she got a little cap on she wears. It's like a safety helmet. It's the first time I ever saw anybody wear a cap like that in soccer this season. Then it got explained to me, it's, you know, if you're diving across the goal and, you know, hit the post or get caught up in a collision, and I don't want to say anything because I'm waiting. See, even the players held back from racing in for the ball because they want to get whistled for an offside. And that's a low line drive of a kick. She's been kicking the ball very well in that pass, and that will come up, and Carrie Brown and Katie Reister, and now it's going to be Carrie Brown, and I didn't catch the number, but for a moment Otter Valley had the ball. Mill River coming back through, and Mill River's Rebecca Day wants to slide the ball through to Fishwick, and there's the speed, and this time she pulled up, no doubt about it this time. That hurts after a while, whether you're delivering the blow or not. Keep running into a larger player, a player who's bigger than you are. Boy, I tell you what, Katrupi, Katrupi tried to slide there and get the kick steered away, and he's picked up on the back side by Otter Valley. They're going to bring up the short sideline here, and Sabaski got through. Sabaski still with the ball, and I think that's going to be a corner. I'm thinking, because I'm only guessing, I don't know what they called. It looked like it went off the defensive player, and they're getting in position, yeah, so it'll become a corner. I don't see anybody over there yet. There we go. Well, the ball's there. They just need a body now. And the ball boy's there. And there's Fishwick. Okay, so Emily, I should have known that. She'll take the kick. And again, we're very late in the first half of play, and this would be a big boost. Oh, she got the kick out there. Oh, what a beautiful play. Kelsey Knapp just tracked the ball, got in the right position, and made another great save. Saved the goal. Fishwick, though, actually delivered the kick so you could make a play on it offensively. Because I always thought her and Brown, Carrie Brown, would be the two I would pick. Not that I get a choice to take the corner kick, because of their ability that they have a heavy foot and a strong foot. Sabaski will turn her back on the collision, and now see that, I don't know how that's not a foul. I just don't understand that guy. That was the intent to hit and knock down, and he's called, I just don't get it. And I'm going to get in trouble because I'm having an opinion. People have problems with opinions, even though we're in America, and there's people fighting for freedom of speech across the world, but I just don't understand their officiating. Yeah, Coach Chadburn over there saying, "Don't worry about the call, just play." I got to tell you, I might not have ever played soccer, but I've covered literally 1,000 games over 12 years. This is the most inconsistent officiating I've seen. And it does turn games. It does turn games. Absolutely. That'll be off from Mill River out of play, and it'll be Otter Valley with a throw, and this will be Rosado number 13. And that's going to be over the top to Young. She's in the box and going to be wide through the inline. And all this happening with 70 seconds, a minute, 10 seconds to go. And Rob will take the kick. And oh yeah, you got plenty of time to get a couple more trips up and down the field and get scores. Rob, for some reason, wanted to go back to the other side. And that's going to bounce, hit, roll, and be controlled by nobody right now. So it's going to be Reister. Pulled off the ball. Plouffe got there, popped it up. It's just shy of midfield. And that is Bagley. She'll swivel it around, get the kick going with 37 seconds to go, and that will roll out of play. Well, they still got a chance. They are hustling after the ball. Thank goodness she saw the rope and ducked underneath it. Yeah. That's going to be Katrupi, and she'll get set to take the throw. Get Mill River. Fenton with the ball. We're scoreless almost to the half. She'll come back to Katrupi, and Katrupi really was in an awkward position to get a lot of juice on the kick, and it's just going to trickle to the sideline. I think that's going to be the first half pretty much, as Sabaski will get there, have the ball taken off her foot, and that'll go out of play. And that's going to be 1 second, and that will be it. We'll follow the story of the first half. Kelsey Knapp, the goalie for Otter Valley, with at least 6 saves that would have definitely been goals. And just like in the first game, she is being huge here. A pain in the butt to Mill River in the second game. So we're scoreless at halftime. When the two teams settle in for their chalk talk, I'll come back and read the rosters. Right there in the blue uniforms, you're looking at Otter Valley. They're camped out just on the sideline. And they have on their roster, number 1 is Katie Reister. She's also a captain. Sam Hansen, great softball player. She's number 2. Number 3, Brittany Young. Number 8 is Celeste Romano. Morgan Harvey's number 9. Julie Ketchum is 11. Another captain is number 12, Allie Nolan. Another captain is Melissa Rosado. She wears 13. Selena Bedard is 14. Michelle Lefebvre is number 17. Megan Greeno is 22. Janelle Gallipo is 26. Ashley Bird is 31. The goalie is a captain. She's Kelsey Knapp. Tamara Bishop is 41. And Andrea Quinn is 45. Now I'll locate the Mill River squad. Make sure they're on sides. Yep, they are right in front of their kickboard, the Mill River kickboard. And they have in net Mackenzie Mooney and captain number 2, Nicole Fenton. Chelsea Bagley's number 3. Emily Fishwick, number 4, is a captain. Rebecca Day's 5. Another captain is number 6, Katie Sabaski. Number 7 is Desiree Gray. Number 8, Paige Carrera. Haley Katrupi's number 9. Isabel Furno is 10. Erin Bourne is 11. Jessica Bullock is 12. Carrie Brown 13. Kayla Plouffe number 14. Leah Rogstad is 16. Amanda Lee 18. Ashley Robb number 23. And that is both teams. And again, I'd like to welcome Otter Valley and Mill River viewers to Munger Vision. And I'll pick you up from the fade with the second half of action and a scoreless soccer game between Otter Valley and Mill River. An extra ball on the field, and they're just waiting to get it off before we start the second half of play. And again, it's 0-0, scoreless, 0-0 if you want to speak American speak. And they've switched into the field, and it's a cool day. The players you see kind of bouncing around. They'll get warmed up when they start running around. They're young. And the statistics in that first half, as Lefebvre has the ball number 17 for Otter Valley in those blue uniforms, it's going to be a missed kick by Brown out of bounds. They'll give a throw to Otter Valley. It looks like Lefebvre will take it, and she'll chase the ball down. No, she's actually going to flip it back, and that's going to be who I was talking about right there, Sam Hansen. Just a good athlete, but I like her in softball. Really good softball player. And she's looking for a ball, or she's leaving the game, one or the other. She's had enough. No, she's just waiting for the ball. She's going to stick around. She's ready to go skiing. She's got a toque on and everything, or go snowshoeing. She's got leggings, and she's set for some rugged soccer out there. It's cool, but geez, come on, Sam. And that'll come in and be stopped and held by Mackenzie Mooney. Statistically, like I said, just a first half dominated by Mill River. Shots on net, time of possession in the 18 corners, quality scoring chances, and Kelsey Knapp again was just an incredible effort in the first half to keep this game scoreless. Yeah, look at the time Fishwick has, and then the defensive player came up. She made the move to the inside to open up the right foot for the kick, and I'll give it to Rebecca Day. Day will just swing and send it up the middle, and I think Brown's going to be a step late, and that's Rob, I'm sorry, number 23, it wasn't 13. There's the follow-up, and that's going to go toward the corner, and it might have too much juice on it. It actually might become it's going to come a throw for Mill River. That's Morgan Harvey. Got quite a bit of foot into it. They're going to start with Fishwick back on defense here in the second half of play, and she did play up front in that first half. She generated a good, oh God, I think it was 4, could be 3, but I think it was 4 chances, quality chances to score. Brown with a better kick this time. Lefebvre able to step up and get the ball, and then Sabaski going after it. He'll go out to play her and Hanson on his near side, and Sabaski will take the throw. One of the captains for the Minutemen. Hanson with a little room to dribble brought the ball up, and then Rebecca Day came out of nowhere, made the steal, and she's trying to bring it wide. She wants to get the cross. There it is, and she's looking for somebody on the, oh, they're too far in the box. Set forward and going to be picked up by Kelsey Knapp. And she kicked the ball extremely well also in that first half of play. That's a little bit of a liner, low line drive, but got the job done, got it up just shy of midfield. Kachupi just basically ran through the defense there, and there comes the race for the ball, and Hanson will get there and kick it side out, let her teammates mark up. It'll be a throw for Mill River, and they need to have somebody. Let's see who it's going to be. Kachupi will come over and take the throw. 37 minutes to go, 3 minutes into the second half of play, 43 minutes of soccer, and you can see Mill River's problem. They've generated plenty of chances, and the phrase today, in case you haven't heard me harp on it, finishing it. They haven't got a way to finish it. And it'll be Greeno on the far side. Megan Greeno getting set to kick away here on the goal kick. She kept it low and on the ground and got it to Young, and she just touched it and brought the ball back, and that's just deflected off from Rosado. Goes to the far side, and they'll just work it down and out of play. And Coach Chabron with the foot stop, trapped there, and it'll become a throw for Mill River, and we've got to see who's going to actually take the throw. Everybody's running by the ball. It'll be Rob, I believe, that picks it up, number 23. That is a good throw. And Day took the inside position to get open, and then overran the ball as it skidded off the turf, and Reister with the touch, and the ball will come down to Fenton. Fenton now able to put the hammer down, get it to Sabaski coming through the middle. Sabaski will go down and just gets up now. She might be looking for a whistle on the play, but no whistle will be blown. That should be apparent by now. And Kachupi tripped up, and is that Lefebvre? That's a good play by Michelle Lefebvre. And then she's just dribbling it up. I like that. She took all the turf they gave her and then some, and moved the ball up to the 40. Fenton had a touch on it, couldn't control it. It'll come back past Rob, and this will be picked up now by number 14, Bedard, Selena Bedard. Bullock in pursuit, and Bullock will take the throw in front of the Otter Valley bench. Otter Valley with the win over Mill River already once this year up in Brandon and Fishwick. To Sabaski, and then the little takeaway there, and that's Reister. Boy, she turned at just at the right second to avoid getting one in the nose. Desiree Gray able to hack down on the ball and get it to her teammate on that side, and they'll lift and bring it back to just beyond midfield where Lefebvre will have her kick knocked down by Kachupi, and Kachupi wanted to make the turn to the inside, and that's Reister again coming through. Reister keeping her balance, and Reister will come lateral. I don't think she'll be able to get there in time. Not before Brown will send it in. And Hanson, with the toucan and all, able to get a header on it, and that's going to roll through the inline, and we should have a goal kick. And that is what we will have with 35 minutes to go in regulation. I use that word with hesitancy because I think soccer personally should be 30-minute halves. 40 minutes just seems extremely long compared to other sports halves, and overtime just makes it longer. I do the Rutland County Soccer Jamboree there. Was it Memorial Day? I guess it is Memorial Day. Labor Day is longer in the summer one. And they don't play 40-minute halves. And that's okay. It works out. Sabaski, Hanson. No, Hanson got in there, got the ball first, and Sabaski, I don't know if she hurt her knee or if she got her wind knocked out, but it's down in that lower leg area, and that is not good. Coach Chadburn making his way out on the field, and we'll wait and hope this will work out. I'm not really sure what they were looking at, but Sabaski up and walking off, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. You know, I speculate. I thought it was a leg area, but she could be looking at her arm or her shoulder. But the good news is she's up and walking and moving, and that happened with 34:07 to go in the second half of play. Now, I missed the substitution who came in for her. Yeah, I'm looking. Trying to see a different number out there. No, I can't pick it up. So we'll just figure it out afterwards. It's going to be kicked by Hansen. Hansen will take the kick, and Hansen becoming a very big part of the second half here. I don't remember calling Sam's name in the first half, but no, here comes. That's why I didn't see the substitution, because she's just coming in now. Okay. So now I just need her to turn around. There we go. It's Rogstad coming in, number 16. And that's headed up in the air, and that's going to be Reister that's going to push it further back. And then on the pursuit, it goes through Rob's legs, picked up and kicked to the far side. That was number 14. That was Bedard, and it'll be out of bounds, and it'll be picked up by Desiree Grace over there. Yeah, and she'll take the throw herself. So Mill River looking to get a split with Otter Valley and improve their seedings in the upcoming playoffs. Got to be getting frustrated right now. Like I said, they've been stopped on 5 or 6 really good chances by Kelsey Knapp, the goalie for Otter Valley. And there's the throw by Rob, came over to take it. That's just well marked right there, never had a chance, and that's going to be followed up. And a lot of traffic over there right now. Everybody kind of in a clump, and that's going to be brought out by Bullock. Bullock able to make the connection to Gray. She'll run forward to get a little power behind the kick and drop over the top and get it right to Rebecca Day. And Day will send it. Oh, she tried to send it through the middle, and who's there? Hansen. He said Sam becoming a big part here the second half. And you can see that Desiree Gray will look around and realize she's got the time and turn and kick, and that's going to be kept in play. It's going to be possessed by Otter Valley, and they'll slide the ball through, picked up, and they've got another opening. There they go. You can see Carrie Brown trying to take the angle, and that's going to come in and be saved by Mackenzie Mooney. And that was a little tougher looking than I thought it was going to be originally, and Mooney will make the save, and she'll take the punt now, and she'll lift it and drop it in play. And it'll come down to Rebecca Day, and she wanted to go to the knee and try to bring it back to the head. And Rogstad, number 16, was also in the vicinity. Actually, I think she's the one that delivered the pass. And then on a follow-up, Rob will go over the top and a race to the ball, and Fenton will run through and get control of the ball. Actually, she's going to bring it back inside. Nice job by Fenton. Wants to center it up and get the cross, and Gallipo is there. Knocked down by Day. Comes to Rogstad. She'll kick it in toward the net, and that's going to be a save by Kelsey Knapp. One of her easier ones. Not that they're easy, but on the difficulty scale, that wasn't one of the worst ones she's seen today. She's had some breathtaking saves. And Fishwick got way out, got some traffic, and then got helped out by Rob, and now it'll be Bullock over on that far side, number 12. And I don't think she's going to get there in time. No, but she'll get the throw. So Jessica Bullock, number 12, will take the throw in front of the Mill River bench for Mill River, and she will have that knocked down, and they'll play a little kick now back and forth as Reister got up, got taken off the ball by the Mill River defender. I think that's Rob. Yeah, it's 23. The way she's running, she has a great stride when she runs. That's lifted up and over, and Day won't get there cleanly, and the defender will fall down. Day will stay in bounds. She'll line it up, bring it back to the center, looking for the trailer on the play. Overran by Bagley, and then Rogstad got there, and that'll come back out. We should have a throw coming up. Carrie Brown, 13, with 31 minutes to go, will take the throw for Mill River. And not that they've been burning up the offensive end here, but Otter Valley playing a much more balanced game than what they did in that first half of play. Tell you, you can be out kicked, out cornered, out shot, out everything. All it takes is that one goal to get in there and change the whole deal. Hansen put everything she had into that header. Now it's basketball season next, I know, but you got to really get out there and catch some softball this year. Got a lot of good teams in the area. Got a lot of good basketball teams in the area. And I'll be out in the gyms, I guess. And that'll be to the outside of the net. It'll be a goal kick coming up. And substitution coming in for Mill River. And I've seen if it was Sebastian. It's not Katie yet, so she's still over on the sideline. She's got her warm-up jacket on. which I would hope she would, so they don't catch cold. But like I said, she walked off on her own power, and we'll just see if she comes back into the contest. I think we're going to have a push call from behind, and I'm only laughing because it's such a rare call today. They called it. And yeah, and this will be taken by Brown. And she got pretty good distance on it. She kicked it too hard though here, and it's going to come rolling into Knapp and Rebecca Day. Fast as she is, she never really had a chance for that one, but and it'll come down, and Lefebvre looking for some open turf, and she found it. She just didn't find a blue jersey with it. That's going to be off Lefebvre's head, and we're trying to get the inside position. Now Fenton down. And I'm not sure, boys. Yeah, this isn't cool. And I'm not sure they called a foul. I thought I heard a whistle immediately, and I was going to say they've gone from one extreme to the other, but I don't know. We'll hope this should be okay, and we'll see what happens. Coach Chadburn out there checking her out, and I don't know. Yeah, not a very encouraging sign there. As you can see Fenton being carried off by JoJo Valenti and Coach Chadburn, and we'll have to see when we get an update on that, but not a very good sign. I think there was a foul called. Yeah, and it'll be a kick coming up for Mill River unless there's going to be a kick off. But they have Brown in position to take the kick, and that's two very valuable players. And both captains, Sabaski and Fenton, out of the game right now with injuries. Like I said, my opinion, which is completely disclaimed from anything to do with Channel 15 or the schools, it's been pretty shaky officiating through this whole contest, and now two players down with injuries. And that happened with 29 minutes, 1 second to go in the second half of play. We have no score in the soccer game, and it looks like I saw the substitution come in. Amanda Lee. I just had to make it register in my head. So Brown will take the kick, and she will drive it down through the middle of the field, and Mill River nowhere near as many scoring chances in this half as they had in the first half. She just couldn't get around on the ball. She got ahead of the defender, but couldn't bring it around on a kick and bring it in on Knapp. And we'll have a goal kick for Otter Valley. And we've had Hansen and Knapp both take the kicks. Looks like it'll be Hansen now, number 2, that will send the ball across. And we'll have Megan Greeno actually get involved in the action, number 22. She'll take the goal kick on the far side of the box and get set here for the Otters. In the blue uniforms, they've already got one win this year over Mill River, and they're got to be happy to be on the road and being outshot and be tied right now. And it's 0-0, and it'll be a Mill River throw, and they're in a position in the field where if they want it, they can take it deep into the box. They brought it to the edge, and Day able to dribble it back, and too far back actually. They'll go past midfield and be backed up by Fishwick, and she'll just lift it softly and bring it back on the offensive side of midfield for Mill River. That was Lee with the touch, trying to drive it through, couldn't get it past the defender. I think that was Lefebvre out there for Otter Valley. And then here's Day trying to stay on side, and couldn't bring the ball past Hansen, who made a nice pick out of midair and controlled the ball long enough to throw the offensive play offside. That's Bagley, number 3, out there for Mill River. And Otter Valley in transition now. They haven't been through the middle of the field that often, that freely, like you're seeing right now through the game, but they've got it to the 25-yard line, and just a lot of time and space. They'll set the, well, after the rush down the field, I'm not sure on the play selection. They just kicked it into Mackenzie Mooney. She made the save, and she'll take the punt, and she will drive it a good 20 yards down the field. With the bounce, she'll get 25 yards, and that's Lefebvre, 17, battling Isabel Furno. Furno, number 10 in the ball game for the first time I can remember here in the second half. So she might have come in for one of the substitutions for one of the injured players. And that'll be Desiree Gray. And Brittany Young. Now Young will pick it up. She'll have the throw right at midfield, right in front of JoJo Valenti, the timekeeper. And Fishwick, now they brought Fishwick up on the front line in the first half for some offense. And I'm wondering if Coach Chadburn will do that here in the second half. Hansen will get there and just kick it side out and let her teammates mark up. And this is all happening with 26:52 to go in a scoreless soccer game in Rogstad. Well, 16 will be in position. No, she's going to set the ball down. They want to take Carrie Brown and take the throw. So Leah Rogstad will relinquish that duty to Carrie Brown. And she'll get set to heave it in. And that'll just be lifted and that'll be back out of bounds. And again, we'll have Carrie Brown take the throw. Number 13, a senior on that far side for Mill River. As Otter Valley Mill River second meeting of the year. This time it's at North Clarendon, Vermont, USA, and Rogstad misfired, and the ball stays in play. And yeah, they got to get their gap and their spacing correct. You had 3 players all within 6 feet of each other out there for Mill River. That leaves a lot of open turf and blue jerseys on the opposite side. And here comes the Otters on the rush down this near side. They'll turn the corner, and it will stay in play. Fishwick will get there and drive it off from Reister out of bounds, and Fishwick will take the throw. And I just want to reiterate, I don't know when and if he will bring Fishwick up on the front line here in the second half. And Ferno made the pressure on the ball. It'll come back to Rosado, and that'll be kicked out of bounds, and it should be a white throw. And I'm just waiting for them to retrieve the ball. Plouffe is there like she's going to take the throw, and she'll pick it up, and it will be Kayla Plouffe that will take the throw for Mill River. Again, she'll get it to Rob. Now, Rob's been moved all over the field position-wise today, and right now she's at the midfield position, and Fishwick will pick it up, keep the low hard pass past Lita Day. Day now will take the dodge move and has it picked up by Megan Greeno of Otter Valley, made the steal, and then Brown there on the backup, and she'll step into it and send it over the top and switch into the field here. So reverse the field, and nobody there can run underneath the ball fast enough. That's going to be Otter Valley with control of it momentarily, and they'll go up the far side, and that was number 8 with the ball. That was Celeste Romano. And that is just a traffic jam on the far side. And they're saying it went off from Mill River out of bounds to Otter Valley. We're down to 24:53 to go in regulation. And the way overtime works, it's 2 10-minute overtime periods. And basically first goal wins, called golden goal. If you get the first goal, you win. That's a lot better than what they used to do with you had to play through them after you scored or not, and play the full 2 10-minute overtime periods, which I never understood that, but that's going to be off from, I'm waiting for the call, and they're saying goal kick. Because they had Gallipo there, 26, and Romano also there, and I believe it's going to be the kick taken by Greeno. Yeah, and that's where we're at right now. Temperature was kind of cool at the start of the game, and it's dipping down pretty good now here as we get into the 5:30 hour. Feels like fall for the first time. Yeah, a lot of the games are played in 70 and 80 degree weather, and that wasn't fun for the players or for the old videographer. Rob with the ball brings it forward, too far, and it'll be picked up by Knapp at the last second, and she'll punt the ball this time. And she continues to kick the ball very well out of her hands, and Ferno will not even let it settle. She just picked it out of midair and drove it 10 yards down the field, and that's just a 50-50 ball now, and that will trickle down to Reister for Otter Valley. Reister trying to follow it forward. And yeah, fans wanted a handball on that, and might have been able to get it, even though that's not an automatic call. And it's going to be LaFabre. She'll take the throw. And the wind picking up is coming across the field, and that will only really affect the corner kicks coming from this east side of the field. Hansen will take the throw, number 2, out there in blue for Otter Valley. Was this Christmas decorations?
Homecoming dance.
Homecoming, okay.
Yep.
Okay, I lost the ball. It's going to be a goal kick, so it'll be brought over to Fishwick, and Emily Fishwick will get set, and she's working with the wind coming across the field now. Again, congratulations to Kevin Ratty, the Mill River boys varsity soccer coach here. The regular season NBL champs, and a chance for the number 2 seed in the state in the upcoming tournament, which will mean home field until the finals. And that also, I think, means a bye in the first round, which now see, that should be a handball. Yeah, and that is. Makes you wonder why the other one wasn't a handball, but that was definitely a handball. Hansen wasted no time, just overkicked her teammates, and that will be an easy pickup for Mooney, and she'll get set for the punt. Again, she likes to come to her right to kick. That's probably because she kicks with the right foot, but Reister missed it, Plouffe missed it, and now the ball will just be dumped back out to Hansen just past midfield. She'll settle, let the defender race by her, and get it to Reister, number 1. She'll just use the outside of the foot and get the pass down. Fishwick right there, and boy, she got underneath it and lifted it a mile in the air. Right now, just a lot of jousting at midfield, not any decent scoring attempts by either side. As we're nearing that midway point, 21:56 to go in the second half of play. No score, a lot more scoring chances though in the first half than what we've seen here. 2 key players, Sabaski and Fenton, out with injuries sustained in this game for Mill River. And Morgan Harvey over there on that side, and she was involved in the play, and the throw coming in by Young, and they'll be off from Desiree Gray out of play. No, it stayed in bounds, and it stays in bounds still. And again, that's Carrie Brown involved in number 13, and that'll be slid along the in line, and it'll be picked up by Mooney, and that was out of bounds actually. And Fishwick will take the goal kick, and they're going to have some substitutions coming in for Mill River. That looks like Caleb Pluftas Katrupi, number 9, coming in, and Erin Bourne, number 11, coming in for Mill River. So Bourne back in the ball game. She saw playing time in that first half, and with 21:04 to go, she's reinserted in the lineup here in the second half for the first time. Reister ran by it. Rosado can't control it, and that's going to be picked up by Bagley, and she'll go over the top, too high and too far, now to play. Hansen has played a ton here, so I just noticed her, I'm not sure. The second half, she has been involved in a lot of stuff. Like I said, Hansen, just a real good softball player. I mean, good athlete all around, obviously, watch her out here, but I don't know, she just got this twinkle in her eye during softball season, like that's her thing. I don't know for sure if it is, I'm not saying it is, but I just get the impression that that's her passion, the softball. I could be completely wrong. I asked a lot of players, you know, because they play multiple sports, what their most favorite is or whatever, and they always say it's whatever the season is. If it's soccer season, then soccer is my favorite. If it's basketball, then basketball is my favorite, so on and so forth. And that will come into Mooney, and she'll short hop it and smother it and crawl on top of it, and she made no doubt about it. And she'll go to the left side to take the kick. So they must have the alignment as far as where the defense isn't lined up, so she might have more field to kick to. Yeah, it's the sun poking its head out here late in the contest here as we're past the midway point. And LeFabre thought she was going to get it, then Rob came flying out of the air like nowhere, and that should be a whistle right there. And that's why I kept the camera there. And it'll be a white throw, and we'll have Rob take the throw, and she'll race down another 10 yards and let the ball fly. Hansen, Day and Hansen, and nobody really would control it right now. And it ended up being Hansen that had control of it, brought it back to LeFabre off from Rob, and see if LeFabre, she'll give away to Hansen, and Sam will take the throw with 19 minutes to go in this second half of soccer. No score. And this has been a much more equally played second half than what that first half was. And again, Kelsey Knapp, the goalie for Otter Valley, really was responsible for this thing going to halftime scoreless. She made some brilliant saves. And Rob's going to see Hansen got in front of her, so she didn't allow her. Even if she got the ball, she couldn't have turned into the goal. Bourne with the shot, and short hopped and picked up by Knapp. She had Katrupi coming in hard to the net in case there was a rebound or a bobble of the ball. And with the bounce, that goes 20 yards beyond midfield. That was just probably the best kick of the game from the goalie situation right there for Knapp, and she's kicked the ball extremely well the whole game. Fishwick now hustling to get back in position defensively. That's Desiree Gray there trying to take away the inside track, and that's going to be high and wide on the rush down the field, and the kick sailed on her and over the crossbar and out of play. 18-13 to go, and it's looking more and more like we could be playing some extra minutes today. Not unusual for Mill River this season. Like I said, they have a lot of problem putting the ball in the back of the net. But they played several overtime games. We had a couple here on this home field on Channel 15, but that should just be a throw. I'm waiting to see the call, and they just need to chase down the ball. The ball boys on that far side of the field slacking off. Actually, that's the coach getting the ball. There are no ball boys on that side of the field. And actually, the only ball boy I see on this side is Jordan Cole, one of the captains for the Mill River squad. He's chasing down the balls on his side. Now, that's a smart move at a girls' soccer game. If you're a boys' soccer player, that's good. That could work out for him. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Look at this! And oh, she came out and liked to take the kick. Just a step ahead, Rebecca Day. They got possession. This is Bourne coming inside. Bourne passed LeFabre, let herself too much, and the ball turned away at the last second. And Mill River had deep penetration, but did not get a decent shot on net. And this will be Hansen. They're going to bring her back. Yeah. She had the right idea. Hansen wanted to get the tempo going and get the ball in before the marks were able to be established defensively. And the referee wanted her to bring it back, 7 or 8 yards on the throw. 17 minutes to go. And that's going to bounce around. Rogstad was there, 16. She will hit the deck. And yeah, they're going to hold up play now. Plouffe will have the ball, and she'll have to hold up play. There's substitutions coming in the ball game, and Bourne will come out. And I just wait, and Bullock coming in, number 12. So Bourne will take a breather, and Bullock will come back in. She started the game for Mill River, and that ball will roll a good 10 yards before it's touched up by number 9, Harvey, Morgan Harvey. This is Young, number 3, and Day coming around the back side. Got there just a step late, and this ball will skid down into the open corner. Fishwick will call off and pick up the ball and communicate that to her teammates. And boy, she had all kinds of time to settle it, and that's what she did with it. She sliced it, kicked it out of bounds. We'll have a throw on the far side. Megan Greenall will take the throw, number 22. Slid it past Carrie Brown, got it to her teammate. Is that Harvey? Yeah, Harvey lining up the right foot, kicks it high, and got it. Goal for Otter Valley! She had too much time. She gauged it, measured it, and hammered it. And got the game's first goal with 15:48 to go in the second half. She couldn't have placed that any better if she walked up and set it there. So number 9, Morgan Harvey, who's carried the ball a lot offensively here in this soccer game, gets the finish. And again, she had time and turf to make the decision, measure the shot, gauge it, and lift it over the top of Mackenzie Mooney. You couldn't have shot a prettier shot than that. That was an excellent job by Harvey. Well, Mill River, if they weren't feeling a sense of urgency before, have got to really be feeling a sense of urgency now. Like I said, Otter Valley already with the 1 win over Mill River, looking for the sweep now. Well, they got the lead. Hanson with the throw, and that's going to be marked and out of play. Goes off for number 14, Bedard, and it'll be Mill River ball. They'll take the throw, and it'll be Plouffe. Plouffe with the hard low throw, and then the kick blocked. It was Katrupi trying to drive it through. Now see, that's a terrible call, because it is a call. She pushed off, but what he's let go earlier in the game, that's just almost a fruitless call at that point. You call it the whole game, or you just don't call it at all. But you don't call it now with 14-15-7 to go in a 1-goal game. Especially since that was almost a harmless push to some of the more blatant shoves that were going on. This ball at midfield. And Mill River right now doing a lot of kicking, but with no real plan. They're just kicking the ball to kick right now. They got to kind of settle down and get back within their structure of what they were doing in the first half of play. Otter Valley's done a nice adjustment here, and they'll be off from Rob out of play, and we'll have a goal kick coming up. But yeah, Otter Valley has really limited the flow offensively of Mill River. Now, Mill River in that first half was generating really good rushes, really good scoring chances. I mean, point blank stuff. That's where Kelsey Knapp came in and made all those saves. But Otter Valley, like I said, this was a much more balanced second half. They were as offensive, Otter Valley was, as Mill River was. And I believe Fishwick's, now Fishwick looks like she's been brought up front. Down 1, Mill River. Fishwick will take the throw and get it into Day. She wanted to send it through, and I had just about everybody on the field got hit with that ball. And this will be Bullock now. Bullock. She looked long, came short, got the call from Fishwick. She couldn't drive it through. Ball came right back to Fishwick on a deflection. She'll take the bump from Rosado, and that ball will come out and be at the 20-yard line. Bullock with the inside position, and that's going to be, should be a white throw, and that's what we have. And they'll play toss, give the ball back to Rob. Rob will end up with number 23, and she's going right into the box. Pass Day to Bullock, and can Day get enough foot on? No, it should become, no, it's going to ricochet, stay in bounds. Goes back to Lefebvre, last touch by Mill River. It'll be a blue throw. Yeah, Hanson's been instrumental in this whole swing in the second half of improvement for Otter Valley. And I'm not just saying that because I think she's a good softball player and stuff, but she has been instrumental in changing the flow of the game here. It could be the toque. The hat could have been the difference. But very quiet Mill River crowd. That goal stunned them. Megan Green on far side, taking the kick, 12:36 to go in the soccer game. 1-0 the Otters. Picture perfect goal by number 9, Morgan Harvey. Day spun off, got it in. Oh, she's looking for Rob. Will it become a corner? And I'm looking, yeah, Rob going heading over the corner. And there's the ball. Ball got there before she did. And they need a good serve. That's what they need first of all, before you even think about the rest of the corner. You need a good serve. And they didn't really get it. I'm waiting for the call again. Another corner. See, they had Fishwick take a kick and Brown take a kick earlier, but then they got it out in front of the net. Boy, that's coming in. Kelsey Knapp will make the grab, make the save. With all that traffic in the box and a 1-goal game, there is no easy save. That wasn't an easy save. You got to keep your concentration. Fishwick tipped it and looking for Gray, and now this is the goal scorer right here, number 9 coming up, Harvey. It's over the top and coming in the box and picked up by Mackenzie Mooney, and she'll take the kick, and Mill River on their home turf. Like I said, they really dictated the action in that first half, but they're down 1-0 here in the second half. Harvey, display of dribbling there, very good. Came to Reister, will come back, and Fishwick will head it backwards to Desiree Gray. She'll go over the top, get to midfield. Now a 50-50 ball. Fishwick popped out of nowhere, got a piece of it. And yeah, Rogstad couldn't control it, and Lefebvre, she got those long legs. Oh, I thought she was going to be able to take it away from Bullock. Can't. And offside. That's a good call. That's a good call. No, that's a good call. No, Day had pulled away. Yeah, she was offsides. And yeah, I'm trying to see Hanson. There she is. She'll take the kick. At, oh gosh, 18, 20, 25. At the 30-yard line, I'll call it. So Hanson, with 10:20 to go in the game, will take the kick, go up to Lefebvre, and ball taken away by Kachupi. Kachupi trying to dribble through a double team. Keeps control of the ball, and her pass up ahead intended for Rob, and again, nice job by Hanson. Didn't get fancy, just kicked it side out. They'll chase down the ball, and then they'll get their marks. That's a good play. Now go all the way into the box, and by Fishwick, just can't bring that thing down. Brings it around, missed the kick. They'll go through the inline, and I'm thinking corner. That's what they're going to have. So Mill River will have a corner with 9:45 to go in the soccer game. They trail Otter Valley 1-0. And they're going to have Rob on this side strike the ball. The wind that was so strong in the first half settled down somewhat here in the second half. Much better kick, over kick the far post. There's the support on the ball. Can't get it, and that's Bagley. You can get a piece of it, and that will go through the inline. I believe this will become a goal kick. And Megan Greeno will take the kick for Otter Valley, or at least she appears that she's going to take the goal kick for Otter Valley. Morgan Harvey with the game's only goal just about 6 minutes ago. On a good rush down the field, the turf opened up, and she launched it from just about the 25-yard line. That's Young, number 3 on the far side, along with Day, and Bagley on that far side. Greeno in there now, number 22 in blue for Otter Valley. That ball stays in play, and it'll go to Harvey. Harvey with Fishwick coming up from behind, able to unload the ball at the last second before Fishwick can make a play. Like I said, Mill River with 7 1-goal losses this year, but you know, that's not really a surprising stat. I mean, there's just not a lot of scoring in soccer, so 1 goal really kind of the norm. A couple of those came in overtime. A couple of those losses came when they had to lead but couldn't hold it late in the game. And Hanson has possession. It's all about possession now. This late in the contest on that 1 goal. Fenton has not returned to the ballgame. Neither has Sabaski. Both were injured here in the second half for Mill River. And Rob with the rush. Hanson got the speed to keep her to the outside. Yeah, she kept her to the outside. That's just a good play by Hanson, a nice save by Knapp. And again, that Hanson, yeah, she can high fives for that. She should. That was a bigger play she made than what people would realize. If she doesn't have the speed and the toughness, the player with the ball can turn to the inside and have a much more direct route or a direct kick into the goalie. Everybody battling for that is a legitimate 50-50 ball. If there ever was a 50-50 ball, you just saw it. And with 7:42 to go, there'll be a blue throw, and Lefebvre right there. And I think Hanson's calling her off. Yeah, Hanson says, "I'm wearing the hat. I'll take the throw." Now, if I had to make a pick for an MVP of the first half of the game, I'd have to give it to Kelsey Knapp, the goalie for Otter Valley. And if the score holds with the way it does, Hanson would have to get it for the second half, even though she didn't score the goal. She helped level the playing field. Oh, that was a nifty move. Day coming around. Day got a piece of it. I think Day last touched it, so it'll become, yeah, Otter Valley ball. Down to 7 minutes to go. 1-0 the Otters. You're watching PEGTV, Munger Vision, Channel 15 Sports. Bullock LeFevre. See, Bullock hasn't got as long of legs, but she knew how to use her body for leverage to create a way for the LeFevre with longer legs not to get to the ball, and that will go out of bounds. We'll have a throw by Hansen on this near side of the field. And Otter Valley, it's been a long time. If they hold the score here, it's been a long time since the Otters have had a sweep over Mill River in soccer. And this is a rivalry that starts off actually on the, carries over to the basketball court. But I think the success the two softball programs have had and going right at each other in the top 5 seeds the last couple of years has really bled over here and carries on to the soccer field. Plus, there were a lot of years that Mill River just hammered Otter Valley in these soccer games. And now this year, Otter Valley on the verge of winning both games from Mill River. And that is, players remember. Players remember. Hansen will step up just in front of Rob. Rob able to swivel, get it, and send it down to midfield. This is Day. Day with some turf. Day, the defense giving back. Day wants the outside route. Day trying to pull away now, and that's a good job. That's a good job defensively right there by number 8, Celeste Romano. 5:41 to go in the soccer game. 1-0 Otter Valley. I said the goal came with just about 15 minutes and change on the clock, and Rob will take the throw now. That Rob, this will affect playoff standings drastically. And again, remember all those chances in the first half Mill River had and all those great saves by Knapp. Those are looking even bigger now. I mean, it could have honestly been a 3 or 4 goal lead at half for Mill River. The second half has been, like I said, much more even. The field isn't tipped. Otter Valley's got the only goal of the game. That's Amanda Lee, number 18, giving chase, and just couldn't get there. And just before Greeno unloaded it, got it to Young. She'll tow the ball forward, and that'll be kicked up and out of play past Coach Chadburn, and we'll have Greeno take the throw for Otter Valley. 4:50 to go in the second half of soccer. And there's the follow-up. Again, they're going to trickle through, get it to the arc, get it to the box, and it's going to be brought wide, and it will just make it out of play, and we'll have a throw. Now, if you're, Otter Valley, you want to take a little bit longer time to get set up, take your throws, and this and that. Let that clock become your buddy. Milk it down. Yeah, keep the ball down this end, and that was interesting. What did it become, a goal kick? Yes. And Carrie Brown needing a good kick here. She doesn't need to shorten the field. And she zings it down low. Reister right there kept it down to the 30. Fishhook will give chase. That's going to be brought wide. Number 11 out there in the play was Julie Ketchum. And we've got a big collision behind the play. Oh, yeah. That was nasty. And see Rebecca Day getting up, but the Otter Valley player, that was very innocent and very accidental, and a lot of bodies motion chasing that ball, and they met each other, and that's going to be Greeno, and she's getting up now, and that's good. That's very good. So Day will walk off, Greeno will walk off. Oh yeah, they are tougher than I ever could have been, and I ever will be. They are tough. Hopefully, since they're walking off, they're both going to be okay too. I mean, I think they'll be okay. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to have a kickoff or if they're going to just give possession. I'm not sure. I think it was just a loose ball. And the way Jamie's standing with it, I think it's just going to be a kickoff. But we'll just recap. It's 1-0 Otter Valley. That goal coming in the second half of play at the 15 and change minute mark. It's 3:54 to go in the game right now. And Mill River got that sense of urgency going. Yeah, and they're going to have Brittany Young take the kickoff against, I think that's Fishwick. That's Emily out there. So it will be a kickoff to establish possession after the injury timeout called for both teams. Yeah, and they'll skip past Amanda Lee, and they'll become Otter Valley ball. And again, they're on the verge of a sweep for the season. Brown will be there, and I think that's going to carry into the sideline. It does, and be Otter Valley with the throw. And again, the best way to protect leads, what they're doing, they've got the ball down in their offensive end, and it's all about possession. And they need a charge down the field, and Mill River will take the throw now, and they're looking long, and they just threw the ball away. So it's a wasted possession right there. Oh, you know what they did? They forgot to start the clock. There they go. Now, the official time is kept on the field by the two refs, yeah, and they're going to come together, yeah, and they're going to get the time squared away. And what happened was JoJo didn't start the clock, and that's forgivable because she's a legend. Even legends have those moments. So now I got to find the ball. There it is. She kind of wandered away from the control board. Okay, so we're all back even again. Clock running with 3:16 on it. I gotta say unofficially now. Katrupi. And again, Otter Valley playing a much different second half than what we saw in the first half. A good job making those tweaks and adjustments at the halftime break, and that'll be out of bounds, and it'll be a blue throw. Hansen coming over, Duke and all, and yeah, so they wanted to go forward about 5 yards. There she goes. Well, a long 5 yards, almost 10. Fishwick with the settle, and then the pressure put right on. And again, Mill River epitomized the first half. They really took the play to Otter Valley, and they had high quality shots, but they couldn't get the finish. Now you got to give the goalie a ton of credit, absolutely, but that's kind of been their snake bite this year. There have been many games where they have statistically led or dominated in and have come up with a loss. That ball tipped around, comes in, settled down. Not really settled down, but it'll be brought back to Reister. Reister will dribble through a ton of traffic, and then the ball is sent over the top. They reverse the field, and we're down to 2 minutes to go in the contest. 1-0 Otter Valley, and they lead over Mill River on the road at Mill River Union High School, and that goes past Paige Carrera. And again, Fenton and Sabaski have not re-entered the game since leaving with the injuries. And Reister will drag the ball down in this corner, and this is just letting that clock run. She's got possession, they've got the lead, and that ball coming in. Mooney's going to come across and pick it up for Mill River. And her kick coming out. And Mill River getting to the position now with a minute and a half where they've got to get the ball down in their 18, down in their box. Lyons is at midfield, and then Otter Valley's in. It's all Otter Valley wants to do. They don't really need to kick with the purpose now, Otter Valley. They just need to kick and clear, like dumping the puck out in hockey. And that clock ticking down near the minute mark. Brown will get underneath it, and she might have carried, yeah, it'll slice out of bounds. And this is where you want to take your time. You can take your time. Let the clock run. Hansen actually kind of glanced over and saw it was at a minute to play. Smart player. Very smart player, Sam is. That will be out of play, and it's going to stay with, I think it's a blue ball. Yeah, and that clock running down on Mill River, and Otter Valley chases down the ball with just 48 seconds to go, and she's going to come back to the spot. By the time she actually releases the ball, there'll be less than 40 seconds to go in the contest. So that second half goal looking more and more like it's going to stand up for Otter Valley. And this will only improve their seating spot, and now we're going to have a sub come in, and this is great coaching. Why would they say, why would you sub with 20 seconds? Because look how much time this is going to eat up, because they have to come off the field and on the field before they'll start play, and pretty much you can run the clock dry. That's why you make a sub at this point. And so the Otters withstood the first half barrage of shots by Mill River. And again, they made some adjustments and got their offense much more competitive here in the second half. And that's the game. And Otter Valley will win it on the road, and they are jubilation over there on the sideline. They will win it 1-0 over Mill River. And the goal, the game's only goal, coming from Morgan Harvey, number 9. And it came with just a little over 15 minutes to play in the contest. So congratulations to Otter Valley. It was a very good effort by Mill River, but it kind of sums up their whole season so far to this point. Wish the best to Fenton and Sabaski. Hopefully those injuries will not be season ending for them, but it's 1-0 Otter Valley with the win. Jerry Munger saying get out there, support your student athletes, support public access television, and always, this is the big one, support Munger Vision.